Ready, go.
Okay. We're here with Baldwin Wallace following semifinal number 1 here from the 2024 MCVL Men's Volleyball Tournament. From left to right, we're joined by head coach Kyle Mars. In the middle, it's Brandon Long, and on the right, it's Michael Beard. Coach, just an opening statement on how the match went tonight or today, and kind of your thoughts.
Yeah, well, the first thing is hats off to Trine. I thought they worked really, really hard, and they made it hard to score. And that was the issue with us, was we just couldn't really score enough to close the match out. Yeah, like it obviously didn't go well for us, but I thought it was a well-played match on both sides, and it just came down to putting the ball away, and unfortunately we couldn't do that. But, I thought that was a showcase of just some really Midwest volleyball, and that's what the conference has been all year round, is just like a lot of defense, a lot of transition plays, and it was exciting to watch. So.
Opening up to questions for Noah from Baldwin Wallace.
One big one I have is Brandon and Michael, you guys are, wrapping up your senior year, leading in both assists and kills respectively. What does that mean to you guys for like such a young program, and I don't know, how will you remember your time at BW?
Leading in kills is, it's a cool stat to have, of course. I think that just means that he trusts me more than, pretty much any setter that I've ever had, and I can't say enough about that. We've spent the last 4 years together, and, I've enjoyed all of that time with him and with this program. Looking forward to the future, really. Hopefully I'll be back here next year. But I think the program has nowhere to go but up. Sad to see my man here go, but he's had a whale of a career, and I know he's going to do great things after that.
Thanks, man. For us to put up these numbers, I think it says a lot about the team that we have. Obviously we wouldn't even be in this spot if it wasn't for all the guys rallying together and, coming together for a common purpose. And, obviously, we're the guys that get the numbers, but it doesn't take away from all the work that all the other guys are doing, 1 through however many we have now. It's been great the past 4 years, and, I really appreciate my teammates pushing me to be better, Mars pushing me to be better. And I couldn't have asked for a better program and a better way to start what I imagine and what I can see in the future is a long, long BW run.
Yeah, Coach, can you just talk a little bit about kind of this group? Obviously, like Michael said, he may be coming back. But just generally this team that you have, obviously it was a pretty quick climb for BW, and now you guys have really established yourself as a formidable program, not only in the MCVL, but really nationally. I believe you guys were actually ranked in the poll at one point in the season as well. So just talk about the trajectory. I know you lost today, and you're a big-time competitor, Kyle, but just talk about the trajectory of the program and what kind of standards have been set for BW and how you're going to be able to take those forward.
Yeah, I think the whole year we really have been intentional, not paying attention to polls and what other people say about us, because there's some people that are saying things about us that have never even met our guys or stepped into our gym. It's like, they got the seating wrong for the MCVL tournament. It's like, okay, great, love the opinion. But we just need to pay attention to what we're doing on a daily basis to just keep getting better. It's all about growth, and that mountain never stops, in my opinion. So I think that last year was a great step forward, and what we did for this year was just tried to pay attention to what's in front of us, which was a really tough schedule, and then a better conference from last year. And it doesn't always work out the way we want to. You don't always get the outcomes that you want, but that doesn't mean the work stops, and that's what we have to keep paying attention to. So we get some time to grieve and take some time off and rest the knees and everything like that, but we have to start to look at what can we do better, especially me as a coach. Where did I fail for the year? Because I think that those outcomes are on me ultimately, and we got to figure it out. But we're really excited for the future. We got some guys that didn't get to play today that are just incredible volleyball players, and there's times in our practice gym where we're looking around a 6v6 drill and we can't tell who the starters are, and it's really fun to watch. But yeah, there's a lot of growth to be had, and that's all that we can pay attention to. So.
Yeah, Brandon, I think one big takeaway that I had today was after set 3, and you guys, I would say admittedly for you, were not playing the best. You told all the guys when they came off the court, we got a lot more volleyball to play. I know that's kind of you as a leader and your mentality. Just talk about, like, is that a BW, like, is that kind of the calling card for BW? Like, we're never out of this, like, we're ready to go, and you really kind of, I felt like re-energized your team there, at least for set 4 and some of set 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, ever since our program was founded, we've seen nothing but adversity. I mean, we founded a program during COVID. And so people are constantly telling us, no, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, no, you can't be the best. Well, why not? Why not us? And so, going forward, I hope that remains as the mentality for BW because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and Michael, with the opportunity to come back or whatever's going to happen for you, just regardless, how do you continue to kind of take the torch from Brandon and kind of continue to push things forward for BW?
I think the biggest thing for me next year, especially if I do come back, is just being more of a vocal leader. That's always kind of been his thing. And, I've had 4 years to learn, the things to say and how to say them and all that. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing that I would need to work on going forward. And then also just keeping the body as well as possible.
Any other questions for BW?
Just the match today, Kyle. Like, what? I mean, I know it's hard to kind of like analyze without looking at video and whatnot. But what are your kind of like? What are your thoughts? Like, right after, like what? Coming back, make it 2-2. You get down in the fifth set. Like, what do you think were some of the keys to the match?
Yeah, I think I can't imagine what our side out percentage was, but it wasn't good enough to win a match. That's the biggest thing, and then it just comes down to scoring the ball, and we had plenty of opportunities to transition and to side out, and they made it tough on us. I mean, they made some great digs. They had some big dudes that put a good block up against us, and we didn't tool it enough. And then I think we might have taken our foot off the gas pedal serving a little bit, and that's been our bread and butter throughout the last 4 years. Is tough serving, and it's tough to say, but we just didn't impose as much as we needed to win a match at a high level. And that's something that I got to look at from a game plan standpoint. Do we have to change the way we play, the way we practice? So there's a lot to look at. But there's no one to look at but ourselves, and we just got to keep moving forward. And unfortunately, we're doing that without some guys that helped us build the program. So, hats off to Trine. They worked hard, man. That team is hardworking. They are a blue collar team, and it showed today. So,
Any other questions for BW? Well, I can say on behalf of the MCVL, it's been nothing but enjoyable to have BW in this league. And the standard and the climb, which was extremely vertical for you guys, has been highly impressive. And obviously making the NCAA tournament last year, we can expect to see this group at the MCVL tournament, I think annually, and back in the national tournament sometime soon. So congratulations to you three on what was a great season. And we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck going forward.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.